Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to have some fun with the new Inno pocket spots. We're going to do a horizontal mount on them on tripods and do a light show as you're seeing in the background. Now, there's a few things we have to do before we can do this light show. There's some programming and things, but here, check this out. This owner's manual, we're going to have to look at this and notice how it tells you you cannot do a horizontal mount. It only offers you upside down and right side up. So the first thing we're going to do is take this manual and pitch it, because the only reason they put that in there is a disclaimer. If you're dealing with a moving head that weighs, let's say, 90 pounds and the head is real heavy, it can be hard on the gears. In our case, you'd be lucky if that head was maybe a pound. So we're not going to worry about it. ADJ is doing it at NAM and Mobile Beat, so it's safe for us to do. The tools we're going to use today are, of course, your Inno pocket spots. All the hardware that comes with them, including a 3/16 Allen wrench or about that size, a set of O clamps, a DMX cable, a set of tripods, a fog machine, and of course some tunes. The first thing we're going to do is make sure our master is set up properly. Now to do this, you press and hold the menu button for 5 seconds until a address pops up. There it is. Now you can start hitting the menu button, flipping through things until you get to SL and D. Then you press the enter button on the far right. See, it says master. If it said SL2, SL1, or anything else, that's not what you want. So master, we're going to press enter and hold it just to make sure it saves it. On our slave unit, it already says SL1. I'm going to press and hold this menu button. You're supposed to be able to go to SL2 and it gives you contrasting movement, but it never works for me. Okay, address. Keep hitting the menu button until you see PLNT. Hit enter. It says no. Make it say yes. Press and hold enter. Hold it. Alright, cool. Now, press and hold the menu button. Alright, now let's do this again. We're going to go up to a different setting. Tilt. No. We want yes. Press and hold enter. Boom. We're done. They're all set up. Now on our master unit, we want to run DMX out and of course plug in the IEC cable. On our slave unit, DMX in, and of course, once again, our IEC cable. Now how do I know which one's master slave after I unplug them and hook them back up? Notice I put little labels up here with my label maker. There's an M and there's an S. Now that our heads are programmed and labeled, we can go ahead and install the brackets. Here's your bracket you're going to use to hang. You've got a couple of little Allen screws and washers. And I've got a handy Allen wrench right here I'm going to use to tighten them. So now that our bracket's installed, we're going to go ahead and install an ADJ O clamp. It comes with this here and a wing nut. You stick this bolt of the O clamp through the hole. You put the wing nut on the other side and tighten it up. It's a little hard to do one-handed, but I manage it. The dirty little secret is I don't use one hand. I use both of my hands. I can kind of use this other hand to hold the wing nut in place with a finger. So it does come in handy. I'm not exactly just one-handed. Alright, now it's time to mount the moving heads on the tripods. Now I've decided that the smart thing to do would probably be to take all of this stuff, the power and the DMX, and have it facing down so the cables don't have to go up and down, they just go straight down. I'm just going to slide them on top of the pole. Now I just fired up the power on the Inno pocket spots. What they're going to do is go through this calibration mode where they align themselves and get where they're supposed to be, because when they're in transport they might get turned and things like that. You're going to hear a noise or a couple of different noises. Don't freak out. There's nothing wrong with your Inno pocket spot. It's just the noise they make. It only lasts for maybe 30 seconds, and when that's done, they're calibrated and lights will come on and you will have a light show. Let's get some fog in the air and see what these things look like. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? So here's just another thing you can do with your little Inno Pocket Spot LEDs. We'll do more later. Let me know what your requests are. We'll put them in another configuration if you'd like. Until next time, practice and enjoy.